Well, good afternoon. My name is Bob, and I am the owner of the collection of these bikes. This is a hobby of mine I've had for some time now. I used to be in the motorcycle industry and have long since been out, but still love motorcycles, all various kinds. Before I show you the Honda CR500af, I just usually take a walk around my showroom to see the different bikes that most usually end up coming up on Bring a Trailer at some point. I started with motorcycles when I was quite young in the 60s and started racing motocross in 1972 on the infamous TM400. Won the races, but certainly got hurt pretty bad in the process. If you've ever ridden those, you understand being 18 years old riding such a bike. Anyway, I also loved all the different European models, Mako, Husky, Bultaco. These are what I grew up with. I worked for just about every major and minor motorcycle manufacturer as a mechanic in the late 60s and early 70s, and then had my own business up until the middle 1980s, and then I sold, and I've not been in the motorcycle business since then, other than just collecting bikes. I enjoy all various kinds. These particular Italian bikes, Ducati, and even those rarely seen Riverside Benellis. I love sport bikes. Street bikes are not as invaluable to me. I do really like the older and some of the newer sport bikes. And then I have a collection of some of the Japanese bikes, TM400, that I had when I was young. Even some of the Pentons. And 2001 that was the last year that Honda made a CR500. So on to this particular bike. For those of you not familiar with a CR500af, AF stands for aluminum frame. Honda stopped racing, and so did Kawasaki in 1993. It's the last year for these models to have been raced. They continued making the bike, and then after they stopped in 2001, Service Honda in the United States took a 2008 CRF250 rolling chassis and installed a CR500 motor. That particular motor, for any of you who've ever ridden them, that's what I rode and raced all of my younger years. It's a fantastic motor. So to put it in a late model frame with late model suspension and geometry was rather brilliant on their part. Now, this is not a Service Honda bike. A gentleman in Idaho had taken these different pieces and put them together and installed this motor. This particular bike has what they call a recluse clutch. For those of you not familiar with that, the easiest way to describe it is it's like having an automatic transmission, since you can sit still with the clutch disengage, and as soon as you roll the throttle on, it moves, and you can keep it in a taller gear without stalling the motor, which these particular bikes, especially for enduro riding. I was an enduro rider, and I rode this bike in enduros for many years until I went to the 4-stroke class. This bike was very well put together. You can see the description in the details for the auction description. It does have a nice set of radiators. You can't use the stock ones. They have to be modified to accommodate the exhaust pipe, which is a FMF Gold Series pipe. Besides the pipe and the motor, the rest of the bike is just a stock CRF250. I will have a start run video. I'm not going to do it on this particular occasion, but that will be forthcoming. So good luck to any of you who want a very rare bike. You don't see very many of these, and with a classic CR500 motor. Good luck on your bidding.